torch me? We'll send someone in.
You want highs, mediums, or lows? How are the highs, man? I see they got kind of a piney taste, almost minty. Notice the little red hairs? Yeah. And the rich greenery? I see those. It's definitely the highest grade hydroponics in the city. Where'd you go to weed college? Dang, look at all right, give me a 50 bag of that. Ah, man, we gotta go. Train, go to work. Let's go, man. What are you doing, man?
Good morning. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you pet those mother clucking likes on your way in. How is everybody on this beautiful Tuesday morning? I slept so good last night. Like, hard as hell. Hey, Queen Bella, Captain Avi, Winnie, Mom, Leo, Laura, Ava, Barbara. Thank you. What's up, guys? If you're here for the drama, save it for your mama because it ain't happening right now. Go on ahead and see your way out. Oh. I know a lot of people were disappointed with stuff that they were hearing last night. It was, it's flabbergasting that I can go live yesterday because I'm tired of your shit and I can say, hey, like, how dare you say this about Willow and drugs when you have this? How dare you say anything about my chickens when you have that? Right? She didn't like that. She did not like that. Man, they had a whole, dragon stream last night. Her and Voices. How cute. Such a cute couple. Such a cute couple, man. But anyways, we are going to address that later. But just know, tell me I'm lying and I'll prove you I ain't. And you know that by now, bitch. Okay, so anyways, moving on. I'm a bad chicken mama too. Ooh, girl, she said something about, well, if something was attacking her dog, she'd kill it. Well, guess what? It's illegal here in my state. You cannot kill owls, chicken hogs, fowl, nothing. So, anyways. Good morning, MJ. So I was listening to a few streams this morning, actually. Who was the other one I was listening? Oh, I listened to Rabbits from last night. I listened to, if anybody has, do I have any mods in here? Yeah. Do I just, let's see. Oh, mama, you're the only one. Here. Hold on. I was listening to Rabbits and somebody else's. Maybe it was Dolly. I don't know. I don't remember who it was, but both of them were about Riley Strain. Here's Rabbit's live stream. Hey, Shelby, can you kill a fly? You absolutely. Good morning, Grandma Sherry. You absolutely can kill a fly. You just can't kill birds. I don't know what the deal is with that. Of course, we've got a BB gun. We shoot it at the hawks because it's not going to kill them, but hopefully just scare them away. But that doesn't always work. There's more honey. Yeah, we will be addressing that whole madness later, probably later tonight. But way to stand on it, girl. Good job. Let's see. So I was listening to Rabbit, and then I think I listened to Dolly's stream about. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it wasn't Dolly. So who the hell did I listen to? It's gonna drive me crazy. Who did I listen to? Okay, I watched Rabbits. Oh, Pascal. Now, y'all know I don't like all his dramatic, expressions, but I do listen to him sometimes. And I kind of like the way he's going about this Riley Strain thing. Because, yeah, he puts a little speculation out there, but he's kind of trying to keep them reeled in on it. Like, okay, yes, it's possible for foul play, but it's also possible it was an accident. I like that. Because sometimes we need to be reminded we can get caught up in our conspiratorial brains. All right. So, I was listening to Bullhorn this morning when I was on the way home. And, I mean, I didn't agree with everything she was saying. I'm never going to agree with everything anybody says. Same for me. Nobody's going to agree with me 100% all the time. But I did notice that there was something she said that, to me, it put suspicion on the families of Sebastian Rogers, and I didn't really like that. Like, it didn't look good. So, what we're going to do is we are going to share the screen. And we are going to go over it quickly because I'm not going to be on long this morning. So we're going to go over it quickly. I'm just going to debunk what she said, and we'll go from there.
So I just was really, really proud that Olivia got to interview him. It did give me, her interview did give me a
Thank you, Shelby.
But there were some things that I did notice going back. And again, I'm not saying these parents did anything.
Yes, Miss Robin. Yes, Miss Robin. That's it. Yeah, that's what it was. And I don't have to be hateful to correct her on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to play what she's speaking of and then play the previous interview.
Or not. I'm just saying, just like many of our other cases, the facts surrounding this are highly suspicious. We don't know what we're seeing in that backyard, but we know there had to have been something going on. I mean, a kid is gone, so there were some phenomenons that happened.
And the reason this live stream is, correct me if I'm, what's the name of my live stream? Oh, Jesus. How do I not even know my own live stream? What's the name of my live stream, y'all? Correct me if I'm wrong, I think. And so I know Betty will probably go back and correct this herself, but hey, that was an invitation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Shit, girl, I noticed it as soon as I heard it. I said, let me go correct this. Let me go correct this. All right, let's keep going.
For this kid to be gone. And one of those phenomenons could be this kid. We know children in school are bullies and can be bullies. We see kids in school that were bullies in school, bullies through their adolescence, become an adult bullies, right? I don't know what I'm seeing here, to be honest with you. Because naturally, we'd be looking at the parents. The parents are the last people that had contact with them. We're listening to their stories that the stepfather wasn't even anywhere around.
Thank y'all.
Kind of puts everything squarely on mom. And if the stepfather wasn't around, how can he really vouch for
Hello, everybody
the mom,
coming in.
in all fairness, right? I mean, we have
Make sure you peck the clock and like.
to look at this realistically. We don't know these people. They don't know us. We're very skeptical. When there's a missing child, we're very skeptical of anyone and everything, and
I agree with that.
Everything that they say.
I agree with that.
We're skeptical. Like we don't believe
Absolutely.
you.
Nah.
But that's not just them. We have a standard.
I wouldn't say it goes as far as we don't believe you. I would say skepticism, absolutely, but thinking we don't believe you, not necessarily. It's just like that's a little part of your brain that's like, could they be lying right now?
Across the board, right? When it comes to like Riley Strain's case, we're skeptical. We're saying, wait a minute, you ain't finding him, and he should be right freaking there.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either. I do too, Miss Robin. It's necessary. Like, help each other. Don't automatically just condemn her because she got one thing. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't watch the whole live, so I can't say she only got one thing wrong. But this is one thing that I heard that she's, I don't feel like she would take offense to me being like, no, let's fix this. Let me show you where the correction is. Because I ain't about trying to hurt folks' feelings anymore, except Queen Bee. But everybody else, I ain't trying to hurt their feelings. So I just don't want to do that.
We're only 6 minutes in a timeline where he
just like Dolly. He knows I don't like some of his thumbnails, but I ain't finna, like, I've been questioned. Why aren't you going as hard as you used to on Dolly about these thumbnails and exploiting Maddie? And I'm just like, listen, I bring awareness to it. I say something on my own channel saying I don't agree with these things. Like, it's not okay. And then I'm going to keep it moving, because the whole reason I started removing myself from the hive was because I seen myself being the bully. Bullying the bullies is how I felt. And it's just not okay. So don't expect, miss me with that shit. You can't expect me to do that, because it didn't make me feel good to constantly be on Betty's ass and Dolly's ass. Like, in the moment you get caught up and you're like, oh, let me prove this wrong. Let me prove this wrong. Let me listen to that bullshit, But then when you take a step back and you self-reflect, you say, oof, girl, why are you going like that? Why are you doing that? It ain't necessary.
disappeared only a half block radius. Like, he needs to be right stinking there. And if he's not there, we're skeptical.
I agree.
We're skeptical. So we're skeptical when it comes to this family because, let's face it, it doesn't make sense. It has a lot of twists and turns, and many of these cases that make national news usually do. We have a sixth sense and a nose that sniffs out these weird cases and propels them to the top somehow.
This coffee is so good.
Thank you, Angie. God bless you. God bless you. It's unsettling to see so many strange and upsetting cases unfolding. Yes, it is. It feels like we're living in times where the unexpected has become the norm. It has. I mean...
Good morning, everybody coming in.
Hey,
Zian.
For the last decade, we have promoted barbaric behavior from our public.
Okay, hold up. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this part. I'm trying to catch up because she's live, I can't get a timestamp, so I had to kind of go search for it. Hold on, let me let this cat out. Peacey, baby, he wants to go out of the room. He wants to go out. Go on. Go. Oh, I totally forgot about this part. So cut my heater back on. My little space heater for my feet says. Okay.
For the last decade, we have promoted barbaric behavior from our public.
Now, when she first said this, I was like, barbaric behavior, you say. But then she goes further into, like, I thought she was talking about, like, the public with these cases specifically, but no. So I'm not going to speak much on it, but yes, we do have barbaric behavior. Yes, we do, Betty.
Over the last decade, we have encouraged
It did, Miss
barbaric
Robin.
behavior from our public. We've encouraged it by allowing.
Oh, some people wouldn't say so. Thank you for that, Laura. I know. Faith, yeah, I remember. Okay. Some people don't think that, like, because I can have a filthy mouth. I can be mean. But I try not to, because it's just not, I just want to be happy. Let's keep it rolling.
People to run wild. We have allowed it by keeping an open border.
See,
we have allowed all of this stuff to infiltrate us because we decided to be a PC culture and have bleeding hearts for everybody.
See, so it sounded like she was going one direction and she completely went a different direction. So we're good, girl.
We've allowed people to literally run through our cities and burn communities to the ground and didn't even give them even a citation that cost us millions of dollars to replace, by the way.
She ain't wrong.
We have encouraged barbaric behavior in our country. So when people say these things about how hard it is to watch, yes. But we brought it on ourselves. And now we got to fix the problem.
There ain't no fixing it, girl. There ain't no fixing it.
We brought this all on ourselves, and now it's time for us to fix the problem.
All right, Betty, get to it, girl.
Guys. Just saying. Oh, right back to Riley Strain's case, now that I kind of went on a tangent over Chronicles of Olivia, which was my plug for my BFF. Chronicles of Olivia has that interview, and I want you all to go over to her interview, and I want you guys to watch it. In a couple days, we will produce it and just got it. I did not think we were going to see speaking, especially on social media platform after everything they went through. I was kind of appalled,
Good morning, Kate the Magnificent.
When I started working with JLR many years ago, he was very cautious. He was very cautious about pointing fingers. He was very cautious about.
I'm sorry, Betty. I had to stop it here. When you said that, all I could think is like putting a compilation of him pointing his fingers up after you say that. Because he's always pointing at shit. Oh, that's funny.
About, doing things. And I was
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Hey,
Nadine. His comments to Raul, the father of this,
Good morning,
Sebastian
Oki.
Rogers. I really did not take that very well. I thought that was totally and highly inappropriate. And
hey,
just
Infamous.
Mean. If you really want to know the truth about it, just mean. And I hope that
oh, Infamous had a stream? Oh, shit. Thank you, Oki. If you got that membership, make sure to thank Oki. Can y'all drop Infamous's channel link, please?
Maybe instead of just assuming, maybe he can, we know he's doing the border stuff and maybe a little distracted, but hopefully he can get some more research done on this case and bring stuff to us if he's going to stand so highly on his hill that this stepfather is this horrible person. Now, with that being said, I will tell you, and I'm not going to lie, that
here we go.
I felt additional details were added in the interview Chronicles of Olivia did. And that is a problem for me. And so, and I can't look past it. I really can't. And this is what I can't really look past. Out of all the stuff I've been saying up to this point, rah, rah, rah for Chris and Katie, here's kind of the truth behind it. When Katie and Chris first came out, and we can review the interview again if need be.
We will.
They said when she was in the home, this is what was said. Tell me if I'm right or wrong,
See?
Tell me if I'm right or wrong. And remember, the phones are
There's my invitation. Now, I ain't finna call you, Betty, but I'll do my own live stream and do it.
open. So the phones are open. So you guys can call in anytime you guys want to. If I
Miss Robin, I'm curious. Did anybody call in and correct it?
I got something wrong, if you want me to correct something, or if new information is available, right? If new information is available. The great news is that we have a phone open. Hopefully it does work. I don't, your browser might prevent calls from easy. Change your browser settings. Okay. So how do I change my browser settings? Device web. I just make sure I got all of these things. Let's just refresh and see what fixes the problem. Do not disturb is on. Do not disturb is off. Nobody has called this morning. So hopefully it works, but just to let you know, the phone lines are open.
Good morning,
if you try
small
to call and it doesn't ring,
wildflowers.
let me know. The number is 724-249-6140. So here is what the mom said in one of the original interviews, and we'll go back and confirm that is what I heard. She said that when she got up that morning, she went into his room. She didn't find him, and she immediately called Chris. And Chris says, yes, she called me, and I was on the phone with her. In Olivia's interview, Katie says she looked around the house, couldn't find him, got in her car, drove around the block, drove to the school. Chris is over there coughing in the back, distracting her. And then all of a sudden she says, oh, yeah. And then I call him on the phone or on three-way, and he calls law enforcement.
Now, let me help you get past this, girl. Let me help you get past this. You invited it. Let me help. And also with that part, I went and watched Olivia's interview, and I didn't take it that way at all. When he coughed, it seemed just like a regular cough. No, Granny, no. Here's Olivia's interview. But I mean, everybody can see things, in their own way. So.
And I'm just like, I called Olivia. This was in the first few minutes of the video. And I said, Olivia, I said, you did a great job on your interview. I've just been in this few minutes. I said, but I think Katie might have lied. And she's like, huh? I said, I think Katie, I said, I just saw your video. I said, one thing, I said, congratulations. Honestly, I didn't think that they would be meeting with anybody to give any type of interviews. I'm glad you got a chance. And again, like I said, of all people to get an interview with that family, Olivia was the one to do it, because they're probably, you see them, they're missing a child, and whether we think they did it, we don't know. And I'm not, it's sad. I haven't found any
Okay. So you probably should have, one of the critiques is you probably, before you stressed Olivia out like that, you probably should have just went and found the interviews and reviewed them. Here is the interview that she's referring to that Olivia did.
He was doing something in his room because about an hour later I heard some noise, and I was like, I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep.
Now, what she's specifically talking about is the part where mom wakes up the next morning.
And about midnight, I got up and I went to bed. And 6 o'clock, I went to wake him up for school Monday morning. And that's when he went in here.
What was going through your mind at that point? Like, what were the feelings that you were feeling?
To censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Choice words were used. Like, where the F is he? I had looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to dip behind the, walls and watch, and then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. But after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat. But I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like,
did that seem like a weird or suspicious cough to y'all? Let me know.
And at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like, three-wayed law enforcement and was telling them like our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house, they're on their way. And I ran.
Okay, so there's the story. The story is she wakes up, she goes to his room, he's not there. This is what Betty thinks is out of place. She's saying she went to check on Sebastian and then went straight to calling him, Chris. And that the whole searching around the house didn't happen that she recalled. All right, so we're going to go over here. And this is the first interview they did.
Give or take. I was on the phone with my husband. I said, I can't find him. Shower. I took in the living room. When I woke him up for school, he wasn't there.
So in your mind, that's usually around what time? When you normally wake up around 6 o'clock? So were you instantly thinking something's wrong, or were you like, he may just be already in the shower?
I took in the living room. I took a second and walked through the house looking for him in case he'd gotten up and was trying to get breakfast or something, because he did that sometimes. About 3 minutes in, give or take, I was on the phone with my husband. I said, I can't find him. He said, what do you mean you can't find him? I said, he's not in the house.
And so at that point, is that when you call 911, or what's going through your mind?
While we were on the phone, and I was like, is he on the other side of the bed? The normal places he may be in the house, and he wasn't. So I was like, okay, well, hold on a minute. And immediately after that, we called the sheriff's department and made the report.
So at this point, she was in the car driving around when they called 911. But regardless, it's just, I hope, I'm watching my dog's in there tossing a sock around that fell off my laundry basket. At this point, they did say that they searched the house. Like, she said that. And I think Betty's just misremembering. So it's like, hey, let me show you. Let me help you. Like, here you go. So now what I am curious about, and I can't bring myself to go watch it, is the second interview they did. I guess I can just not watch it. It triggers me because she's sitting there rubbing, it just shows their hands the whole time. And she's literally just sitting there rubbing his hand the whole interview. And I cannot stand repetitive rubbing like that. Like, it's a trigger for me. But let's go see. Because now I am curious, did she say that? Did she say that in the second interview? Because this would be interview number 3 on Olivia's. So let's see. Where's the second interview? Hold on. What? Let's see if Icked Mail's showing the first one or the second one. First one. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Damn, where's the second interview? Oh, I think this
is up. We're back for the last live of tonight. Unless the reporter here said that she sat down with Sebastian Rogers' mother and stepfather and about the current investigation. Proudfoot, Katie and Chris Proudfoot did not want to show their faces because they say they were too emotional. All right.
First and last names and spelling.
Katie Proudfoot, Katie, Proudfoot, Proudfoot.
Chris, Chris, last name's Proudfoot, Proudfoot.
So, I mean, first, just as parents, tell me what the last now over a week has been like for you two.
Horrible beyond words. This was an experience that I would have never dreamed would come. Honestly, I can't put words to how hard this has been and how much it hurts not knowing where my son is, where he's at, if he's okay. Just horrible is the best thing I can say.
What about for you?
It's rough. I mean, we were on day 11, no answers. And the horrible things that people say just keep rolling in, regardless of taking time to consider the facts and, assumptions is what they're going off of. But for us, we sit here and we wait, and hopefully we'll get an answer, or hopefully he walks through our door, which will be amazing.
I was going to say, how badly do you both want Sebastian to just walk through that front door to get that call?
I'd give anything. In a heartbeat, I would give anything.
It's not measurable. Let's put it that way. There's no measurable. Anybody says all it is. You've never sat in these shoes. You've never been in this situation. And I don't ever wish for people to be in this situation.
And what's Sebastian like? What's his personality like? What does he love to do?
He, for the most part, is happy. He likes to laugh and joke and tell you all about everything and then some. He loves games.
I'm sorry, y'all.
He loves video games.
I'm sorry, y'all. I have to put this screen up.
He loves to play with his Legos, even building things with me. We build little projects here and there, but he's always a character.
Are there any weird tendencies that he has that might be able to help people find him in this search?
I don't know how helpful to finding him, but he fidgets constantly. He loves shiny pennies, paper clips. He's always whenever we go to the grocery store, he always looks on the ground and looks under the register counter, and he's always looking for shiny pennies everywhere. Paper clips. He loves to bend them out of shape and play with them, fidget with them. He loves playgrounds. I mean, we've said it before. He likes fishing and things like that.
Matt.
Cats. Boy loves cats.
He does.
There are no leads, nothing caught.
We're out, we're looking, we're trying to make his face fall to the bottom of we just want our boy home.
Room. What was your gut reaction?
My very first
And didn't see Sebastian in his room. What was your gut reaction?
My very first reaction was, oh, he got up and got breakfast. But when I realized he actually wasn't in the house, I've never experienced sheer panic in the way that I did. And basically for every minute since that, not knowing where your child is a pain that I've never known pain like this before.
And walk me through the events that happened, from Sunday leading up to Monday when you didn't see him that morning.
Sunday, we were out and about. We had a really good day. We were out doing our thing, running around. We had dinner that evening. And when we came home, We had a pretty good evening together as well. He was playing right up until bedtime, and then some I let him stay up a little late. And when I told him to go to bed, he's like, "I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies." And he went to bed. And I went to bed around midnight.
Here we go.
Everything seemed fine. And when I went to wake him up for school, that's when I couldn't find him. He wasn't in his room, and he wasn't in the house. And that's when I panicked.
And when you panicked, what did you do?
First thing I did was call my husband, and I said, "He's not here." My husband said, "What do you mean he's not here?" I said, "He's not in the house." And he said, immediately just started, "Did you check here? Did you check there? Did you look here?" And I ran through the house, and at that point, I was hysterical, for lack of a word. And we three-wayed the police, and I'm within minutes they were here. I couldn't tell you exactly how long. I know it was fast.
So everything's the same. She didn't go through the details of how she went through the house and everything, but everything is the same. The one thing I noticed that is different is that on this one and on the first one, she did not say that she went and got in the car and drove around. But she did mention that on the latest one, which is the one on Chronicles of Olivia. So I do find that part. I mean, I don't think it's suspicious. I think she's just, it's a tiny little detail. No, not on this one, Queen Bella. This is Chronicles of Olivia's page if y'all want to go watch it. But on the first and second interview, she didn't mention driving around the neighborhood and towards the school and all that. But on the third one, on Olivia's interview, she did mention that. That's not a huge deal to me. I don't know. It might be a huge deal to some people, but to me, it's not. Yeah, I'm correcting Betty on something she said this morning. So, yeah, no, not on the first and second one. There's no mention of getting in the car, but on the third one, there is. I don't know how huge of a deal that is, I mean, and also think about the fact that during the first and second interview, she's still gathering her thoughts. She's still in a panic, like at this point we're on day what, like 17? At this point, maybe 18. At this point, she's had a good bit to digest everything and play everything in her head exactly as it happened. And it doesn't mean anything nefarious. Yeah, I did mention Dolly's titles too. But I ain't being mean. Like I just said, I don't like some of the clickbaity titles. And with this, Betty said correct her if she's wrong on something. So I'm correcting her because she was wrong. But I'm sure she will probably correct herself, or somebody may have called in afterwards and corrected her. Hey, Gina. Thanks for rejoining, babe. Love ya. Thank you. Ooh, shit. $1.49 super sticker. $1 make you holla, honey boo boo.
Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Move that ass. Let the right go work that ass. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on.
That's so true, Vanilla. Thank you, Gina. That's so true. She could, yeah, she absolutely could be. But if you put their interviews up next to Maddie's mom's interviews, it's a total difference. I got outside cameras, but I ain't got them cut on. Oh shit, I didn't see. Okay, I seen Okie. Okay, Infamous, thank you for rejoining, babe. Said on stream, I fast forward to 11:38. Identify red flags of grifters. Gotcha. Oh shit, Southern Gal, I didn't even see yours. I am so sorry. Here, I'm gonna give you both of them.
Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Move that ass. Let the right go work that ass. Twerk, 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 twerk that ass. Come on. Twerk, twerk, twerk.
He's so dang cute. I love my little chicken butt. He's so precious. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Southern Gal. Earth, thank you for rejoining, baby. Or renewing. Love ya. Let's see. I agree, Infamous. Yeah. I agree. It was night and day difference, wasn't it? You love that one. That's the OG, triple OG. All right. So I just wanted to do that really quick, just in case, because I didn't have time. Like I got stuff to do. You heard? So I didn't have time to sit there and watch and wait to see if anybody called in and corrected that. So I just wanted to go live and correct it real quick. And this is how you do it without being a complete and total asshole, folks. Take note. I hope y'all have a beautiful Tuesday. And don't forget, we will be coming back tonight to address the Queen Sling issue. We sure will. Have a good day, guys. Bye.